On to the fifth page now of the Year 7 2016 Christmas Maths exam. We have a puppy weighing 7.54 kilograms, and a few years later he weighs 3 times as much. So they're looking for a multiplication question here. So we will do it grid method, and we will worry about the decimal point later. So it's 754 at the top, and I'm multiplying by 3 on the side. Draw my diagonal lines like so. Fill in the grid as you've been shown in class. 4 3s are 12, 5 3s are 15, 7 3s are 21, and then add up along these diagonals. So I've just got the 2 there, 1 and 5 is 6, 1 and 1 is 2, and just the 2 there. These numbers then are your answer to the multiplication, 2262. Now let's go back to the original number. There are 2 numbers behind the decimal point in the question, so I need 2 numbers behind the decimal point in the answer, so I'll insert it there. So the final answer is 22.62 kilograms. 20% of a number is 12. Now 20% as a fraction is a fifth. So some number divided by 5 equals 12. If you know your tables, it comes out quite easily. 12 5s are 60. You should double check this now. We know that 10%, we just take off the 0, divide by 10. 10% is 6, so 20% would be double that, which is 12. So it works. Now on the next part, we have 40% of a number also gives 12. And the temptation here is, because I've doubled the percent, I double that number there and get 120. That's the temptation, but hopefully you would see that is wrong, because 10% of 120 is 12. So that cannot be correct. In fact, if I'm doubling the percent of the number but keeping the same answer, I need to half what goes in the box. So I double the percent, means I half this number here. 40% of 30 is 12. And again, I would like you to check that. 10% divided by 10, take off the 0 is 3. 40% is 4 times 3, which is 12. Do not fall into that trap, please. And the last one is a division. And we like you to do bus stop and piles of sweets to do our division sums. So put the big number inside the bus stop, what we're dividing by outside. Before I do any division, put the decimal point straight above it on the answer line. And now we talk about piles of sweets. If I have 3 sweets, can I make a pile of 6? No, I can't. So now I think of it as having 30 sweets. Can I make a pile of 6? Yes, I'll make 5 piles. And I'll use all the sweets. There won't be any left over at all. Go to the next number. If I have 1 sweet, can I make a pile of 6? No, I can't. So I have to put the 0 in there. Now say I have 12 sweets. And obviously make that will make 2 piles of 6 with none left over. So the answer is 5.02.